Look over here.
We almost all did it.
I didn't know timing. And then there's
Oh, did the clip not play?
No, it did. It
no.
Okay.
Not for everyone. I got it at
It
the
hasn't
very
been
end.
okay.
Look over here.
Oh, it didn't play at all. How intriguing.
I heard it.
I heard it.
We've been having some issues with it. But anyway, it's fine. Whatever. Mabu, hey! And welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
our exclusive companion series, where today we are diving into the Instagram looks from the queens of season 3 of Drag Race Philippines. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I am just currently drinking some Coke Zero because Lord knows I need the caffeine on this current occasion that is today. Because I got to be ready and attentive to look at some looks, and I am excited to do so.
Hello. I am Lana. I'm your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know how to be some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do, hit me up. I'm just drinking on some water because hydration is important, and I didn't go grab anything else to drink, so therefore I got water. But what I do have always close to my ever-loving dear heart is my cup mug. Period. Almost a panel full of cup mugs. Almost a panel full of cup mugs. Almost.
We're sharing it, Eve.
Clock the
panel
OV. Clock the
Oh my-
OV.
You got Obi to sign your mug.
Sure did.
We love that. But you can get your cup mug and have your favorite drag queens or whoever sign your mug too at lanagcreations.etsy.com, where we do ship internationally and domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So there are no excuses. And Philippines, I'm looking at you. I'm looking square at you. Get your cup merch.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
because
to
I
do.
currently live in the Philippines now. That's why I don't have a cup. No, I'm kidding.
There's no
I-
excuses.
No, I would
There's
say
no excuses.
my plan for the end, before the end of this run of Philippines season 3, I will have me a cup mug.
All right.
Huh.
And that's on period.
It is
And
on
that's
the internet now, so
It's documented.
Mm-hmm.
Work. I am Brandon, a professional fan of concerts, drag, and video games. As always, I am drinking out of my lead Stanley mug.
hope it tastes good.
Yes. Also, it's iced right now because it has been hot the last couple days. Swampy DC, as always. So, yeah.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute fan. I have my brand. Yes, we have our brand new Drag Addict fans for Drag Den that we bought at DragCon. But I also have a cute shirt. I can't not wear my Marina shirt for this look over here because I love Marina, watcher of the cup, apparently. I met her a week and a half ago, and she was like, "Oh, I know you. You do reaction videos on YouTube, don't you?" And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, she said she watched our entire coverage of UK versus the world.
The goop.
Yeah. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. But yes, I have not been on a drag race related podcast in like over a month now. So
We
I have to come
know.
back for this. I've been traveling a lot. What do you expect from me? But I'm just drinking some water.
Work. I mean, you've been away for a month, and Eve.
Someone else has been away for longer.
How long you been gone, girl?
Technically, I was here for
Yes.
Canada versus the world.
Yes. Yes.
That is true.
More
More recently
than
than David.
you. Recently than David.
me.
Yep.
I was like,
Love that
fuck
for you, Eve.
I I have been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off, y'all. How y'all doing? It's Eve the Bunny, Chicago drag maven, mother of the House of the Bunny, and queen of Ivy Park, as we already know. A lot of my Ivy Park is really hot right now, so I'm accessorizing. So I have my cute lip purse and matching bag that I got from the Ivy Heart collection.
She's accessorated, right?
You wanna get
Accessorizing.
No.
Accessorated.
Accessorated.
Accessorizing. Yeah, so she's in her pink today. She's feeling good. I got my fan, period per. I live in like a whole new area of the city. I just moved a month ago, so like my setup is kind of weird and wonky, stuff still in boxes or whatever, but she's here. I had to come back for Philippines season 3. Feel like literally I told everybody, I was like, oh no, when Philippines comes back, I will be back, because it is my favorite international franchise out of all of the Drag Race.
Mine too.
Period. Point blank. And I know this season is about to be nasty. We went through the Instagrams. I've seen what the girls have to give. I saw the little mini trailer. Mama Powell's makeup is interesting. Her contacts are even more.
Good thing. That is a good way to describe that. Yes.
Baby, she was giving me White Walker drag queen tease, and I was kind of living for it. I said, all right, now, Filipino Snow Witch, you better come through. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this next season of Girls.
And I'm excited because I'm back judging an Instagram video. It feels like 6,000 years since
What was the
I've
last
done
one?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
It might have been Germany last year.
Oh, was the last time you judged?
No, actually, no. I think it was season 16. Actually.
That makes sense, because the last one I did was UK versus the world, too.
Yeah, I think, and the next ones that we will know.
I did Mexico.
Yeah, I don't remember the order. We have an order that we try to keep to, but sometimes it doesn't work. Regardless.
Was it Down Under?
That was a year ago.
I hope it wasn't Down Under. Shit. But anyway, I'm excited to be here to judge today. I am just host by proxy because I introed the video. Lana's done all of the behind the scenes work for this one, and I appreciate Lana very much for that. Thank you, Lana. Lana. Shout out to Lana. Big ups to Lana. We are going to dive into this Instagram review of Philippines Season 3. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we are here almost all the time, giving you almost all things drag. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find our audio podcast links, all of our other YouTube channels, because we got a lot of content coming out from all 4 channels here at the Cup Network. And our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to the Look Over Here episodes for all the franchises we are currently covering. And that will include Season 3 of Drag Race Philippines. So this video won't be going out early because we're filming it a couple days before the premiere. But everything else will be, promise. So with that being said, I'm just going to do this. And Lana, it's all you. I'm here to watch and enjoy today.
Drag Race.
Yes, God.
So this is what we're doing. We just go get into it because we got all these queens to go through, and we go keep it brief, keep it tight, keep it right, keep it cute, and we go move because we got a draft to do after all of this. After we finish critiquing everything, we draft into. So we got to get this ball rolling. So let's get into it with our very first queen. And I stuck to the theme because this black and white theme is beautiful. So I stuck to it. Miss Angel. Angel is coming up first. So here we go, Logan. Start to look.
Right.
Our first look.
Okay.
Our second look.
Ooh. Now, is everything going to be gold?
Our third look.
Okay, good. Not all gold. Got it. All right.
Our fourth look.
Woman. Literally woman.
All right.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, actually, Logan, because going through her Instagram, she looked great. I don't think everything screamed drag to me. A lot of it screamed, I'm a woman, and look at me. Look at me in this bikini. Look at my body. and I love
don't
it
blame
for
her.
I love it for her. It was a challenge, like trying to find something like extremely draggy that would appeal to those senses. But I've had that issue with queens before on Instagrams where I'm like, oh, are you going to be able to bring the drag? And they always do. So I have no doubts that she's going to kill it. She's one to watch in my mind. I think she's stunning. And even knowing that she's the sister of Maxie has me even more excited for her. Yeah, I think she's going to be a strong contender. All of these looks are very strong in my opinion.
Am I next to give my opinion?
Sure.
Because it's the complete opposite of David's.
I'm so excited that we have opposite opinions back on the cup. Yay! It's been too kumbaya for too long. Yay!
I've listened.
I will agree with David from the perspective of, yes, that's a pretty girl. Yes, she's stunning. Her Instagram gave me a lot of pretty dresses with a pretty girl in them. I was very hard pressed to find something that really gagged me. And then when I saw the little mini entrance of some of them all walking in, and when she walked in, it was but that dress wasn't even pretty.
We'll talk about
we'll
it on the
see how
premiere.
she does. We'll see how she does. We'll see how she does. But if she's one of the first 5 out, I won't be surprised. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
All right.
Now that's a
If-
take. That
if
makes
she's-
sense.
If she's one of the first 5 out, I think that's a testament to the caliber of this cast, because this is a good cast.
And it's probably going to be her sister that sends her home.
Yeah, because I don't fully see, there were some girls I could pick out that I'd be like, I wonder in the whole drag race machine of what they're looking for as a winner and if they're going to be able to hit all those points. There's a lot of them, though, that I'm like, yeah, I could easily see them crowning you. So, like, it's a strong cast. I'll say that. But I do see some girls that might need a little bit more time and maybe could come back for an all-stars kind of a thing. I guess I'll put it that way.
Brenda, what you think?
Yeah, so when I was going through, like, I think she was one of the fewer queens that actually had a lot of options. Because I believe I remember correctly. I'll double check, but I think she had like about 300 posts when it came to like, oh no,
that was not her.
Yeah. It takes 2 quick scrolls and you're done.
Oh, 74.
Right. Oh no.
Okay, only 74. Okay, so yeah, I gotta double check. So only 74. But of what I was able to pick, I was like, okay, because like going back to her promo look, like I was high expectations, and obviously, like, I wouldn't say I was let down. I was more so like just impressed to see like just the body. Again, she's a woman. Like, it's like taking me back to when I saw the Girlfriend Experience like Instagram for the first time. So I was like, oh, okay. But I was very pleased from what I saw. So, like, again, only 74 posts, but still was very pleased on what I saw.
So many different opinions. I love it. Lana, is yours different?
I didn't mind that she was just like, her pictures were just like, you know what, I'm a woman, I'm gonna show off the body I have, because baby, if you got it, flaunt it, show it while you can, because it ain't gonna always be there. And so I didn't mind it. I definitely thought that she was a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. She's gonna give us the pretty girl aura. I don't know if that's going to translate into the show, if that's, or how long that's going to take, how far that's going to take her in the show, because we know sometimes the judges be like, you too pretty. All you're giving us is pretty. What else can you give? Don't just give pretty. So if she can do more than just pretty, I think she'll be fine. I don't know if she's gonna last long, but if she can only do pretty, then
Okay.
time will be her time.
All right.
I think I understand why I'm really connecting with her. It just clicked in my brain. Like, looking at these pictures, I'm getting a young Russia Fox a little bit in how she looks.
Yeah, that's why you're connecting to
I can see that.
Russia
I can
Fox
see that.
is one of my favorite queens, period, from this
I
year.
can see
So
that.
I don't know if she
Shout
can
out
do
once
half
again
of what.
to
Yes, dragged in. If
I
she
can
can
see
do
that.
half of what Russia did, then I'm here for it.
I don't think she's gonna be able to do half of that. But
Oh
Yeah, 'cause
no.
when I was watching the promo of the entrances and she came in, the aesthetic of the presence of how she came in was very Venus Deluxe-esque, but she wasn't serving like Venus. She just kind of walked in like, "Oh, I know I'm the pretty one," and I was kind of like, "Well, you're pretty, but I don't think you're prettier than everybody." But Venus came in with a damn towel on her head, and it was just like, I'm just here. And I was like, wait, no, she's sickening for that. Like it was.
And I was gonna say, and I haven't looked fully through her Instagram, so I don't know. But there's one other person we kind of underestimated from her Instagram, and she's currently slaying the runway looks on Drag Race Mexico, and that's Horacio Potasio. So like, genuinely, anything is possible.
yeah.
Like, I'm intrigued. I like Angel because I like her personality, so I'm intrigued to see what she is going to give. And then obviously the dynamic of her and Maxie being literal biological siblings for the second time in 2 years. I'm here for it. In regards to the looks presented in this collection today, I can tell that there probably wasn't a whole lot to work from, but what is here is really pretty. She is a very pretty woman. I am happy that we are now getting trans representation for the 3rd season in a row on Philippines. Every season. I'll take that, and I'm happy to see it. So, in regards to my rankings, of which, because there are 4 people competing, I'll be doing the 3-2-1-0 method, which is what I just decided in this moment because I'm the judge.
Love that.
My 4th place, because I've seen it, and I've seen it done better, and I've seen it done much better, is going to be our Elsa look here in the bottom left. 3rd for me is going to be stripper shoe, pink fantasy in the bottom right. 2nd place, between our gold looks, I'm going to give 2nd to our top right. And I don't know what it is about this chiffon kind of moment in the top left photo, but that is giving it to me. So that's going to be my 1st place winner.
Okay. Good job, Brandon.
Yes.
It pays to pick first.
Yeah, it does. It does pay to pick first.
One thing I will say is you kind of notice, because when I do these Instagram videos, it's very easy for us to go and get like one of the first 2 pictures or something, like right when we go on their page.
Right.
Like, oh,
yeah.
these are sickening. Okay, let me just get this right now. And I usually try to start from the end and go forward.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one thing I kind of noticed, I will say, about her Instagram is, like, me and Lana's pictures, I think, were more further towards the end, and David and Brandon's were more towards the beginning. And so I feel like that, like, we're kind of almost seeing a real-time progression of her
Production
drag.
value is
Right,
increasing.
regular drag into elevating it more to Drag Race drag. So I'm like, who knows? This could be like the kickoff for like everything else to really like just blow up.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
when I
gonna
was-
keep it moving.
Oops, sorry. Really quick. So when I was going through these, my pick and David's pick, I was so hard to choose between the 2 because there are many variations of the pictures that for David had. So I was like, let me what spoke to me more was this, like, I believe Greek moment. So I was like very like, yeah. And also I love the fact that it's very similar shoes when it came to my pick and Eve's.
Yeah, my top 3 were mine, David, and Brandon's.
Gotcha.
I only picked that one because everybody picked the ones I wanted. So I was like, well, I'll just pick this one. Honestly, y'all, I'm not winning this one today. And my heart wasn't in it to pick it. So I just picked what I can, and I know it. So,
Girl,
but I still like I still like what you
picked.
picked.
I was like, I'm just picking a picture.
Just let it go, Lana. Just let it go.
Absolutely.
It does kind of look like it'd be on that Spirit Halloween.
It really does. Like that whole Halloween, like Elsa.
Right on the back.
Frozen Cold Ice Witch. It's definitely
Frozen Witch, Wonderland Witch.
No,
I don't know.
No, don't use Frozen. Oh no,
Winter Wonderland
Witch.
Witch. Winter Wonderland Witch.
Anyway,
the Ice Queen. Okay, we move.
Ice Queen.
To J. Quinn.
Now I'm intrigued with this one because I did like her from the Meet the Queens, so I am intrigued to see what y'all pulled for Miss J. Quinn here.
Well, then let me show you what we pulled.
Please.
Here we go.
Ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Number 2.
Okay. Christmas.
Number
Same hair.
3.
Got it.
Number 4.
Oh. All right.
I like J. Quinn. First of all, she feels like one of us. She feels like a big fan of Drag Race. Like going through her Instagram, like you see multiple pictures of her with like Manila and Pangina and all these people. She just feels like she just loves drag queens. She loves Drag Race, and I think she might be one of the most adorable queens I've seen in a while. Like she looks so youthful. Like part of me is like, she's old enough to do Drag Race. Because does she not look like she could be like young? But I don't know. I think
these girls look like they could be 12.
It really does seem like do we know how old she is? Somebody look that up while I talk about it.
No, I have it up. She's 25.
25. Dang, I wish I looked like that.
Angel's younger.
Okay.
Angel, Khianna, Maxie,
and
Versace and Zymba are all younger than her.
Okay. Well, I think going through her Instagram, you can tell she has a lot of fun with her drag looks. Like she has such a variety. But they don't feel like they have like the biggest budget behind them. Like she's doing what she can on what she can afford, and they look very good. I'm excited to see if she's able to really like get some money and pay for some extravagant looks, because I think she is somebody who could have the creativity to really deliver. Like all of these are good. I'm ready to see next level J. Quinn because I know it's in her.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that I'm ready to see next level. I feel like that I saw some glimpses of it, but also at the same time, this is not a read. Even though it's going to come off like one, because it kind of a little bit is one, but she was giving me Filipina Cheryl Hole.
Ooh.
Don't disrespect.
Which one? Which Cheryl Hole?
I love Cheryl, but I feel like that Cheryl has a aesthetic presence about herself. Cheryl has a presence and an aesthetic about herself where it makes me feel like she is like, not fully saying she's like a Lucy Stool, but I feel like she's kind of that cemented-esque in her local community. Like she hosts the shows. They're the girl. She's the girl that hosts the parties. She's the one that, you know what I mean? That kind of a thing. Like I see her kind of being a little bit in that realm. I see her being like a very well-booked, well-known local girl. Not saying local girl is a bad thing, because bitch, I'm a local girl. But I see her as like, oh, they know her when she's walking down the street. Oh, she's here Tuesday for bingo and Thursday for karaoke. Like it's that kind of a thing. Like that's the aesthetic she gave me. It didn't seem like she was going to be someone that was going to come out the box with a huge budget of like flawless outfits or whatever. She makes me feel like that her personality and her charm are the main things that like really cemented her as like a formidable drag queen. And so I'm really interested to see her, because I hope that she ends up being like the talking head. Like I hope that she ends up giving us like all the confessionals that we need for the season. So I'm interested in her.
I could see that actually, like being the narrator of the season. Like
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like how Morphine was the narrator of season 16. So
right, and Morphine didn't even on the show, she didn't have what looked like the hugest budget, like Joshua Ponte style drag stuff. Nothing like Saphira was walking around with or whatever. But like, girl, you can't deny Morphine's personality. Period. That's a lot of times that's the stuff that gets you back on All Stars, regardless of what your package looks like.
And speaking of, please go send all of your love to Morphine, as she is still recovering from a car accident.
Dang. We love you, sis.
Yes. No, yeah, I was in awe of J. Quinn's like Instagram again. And this was the one that I saw like over 400 posts. I was like, oh wow, I have options. I only narrowed down to 2, if I'll be honest. When I was picking my choices, I was very like, okay. So, but going through everything, like, I was very pleased to see what she offered. So,
This was interesting for me. Her Instagram was interesting for me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I was over. Just like it was so great. It had so many. It was fine. I she is one that left me with question marks. Usually, I get like clarity of what I'm expecting to see on the show and what I probably will see. She left me with question marks. I have no idea what we're going to get from her on the show, which also makes me excited. So it makes me wonder what she's going to bring. And because as you can see, all these looks interesting, different in their own uniquely way, but
lots
it's
of red
like,
though.
a lot of red. Red is her color, but it's just all over the place. So I'm interested to see what she actually is going to bring on the show. So Logan, is over to you.
Well, I've made some decisions. So, my fourth place, I do like all these looks. I think she looks good. Like you said, I can't get a clear vision of where she's at aesthetic-wise, so I'm intrigued to see what we're going to see on the show. My fourth place is going to be our top right, our tulle, ruffled. These are ruffles, David. Ruffled moment. In the top right. Third place is going to be our Christmas fantasy up in the top left. Second place is going to be our Transformer fantasy in the bottom left. And the winner, that bodysuit with the eye and the mouth, that is just something that I like. I like
Mo heart coated.
the body. It's very Mo heart coated. I just like seeing her body here. She seems body confident. I love the way that this photo was taken. So that's going to be my number one.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Eve.
On the board. Let's go.
This is an
I'm on the
interesting
board.
one. This is, I think, the first time that I don't even know which looks are mine. So
Oh, it's the one.
Wow.
Yeah, because you didn't. It's David does
I
not
was like,
know.
oh yeah, I hope I got my first choice.
Nope, Brandon got it. Brandon got
Oh,
it
no.
right away and got third and second for it. So it's fine.
No, it took me a while to scroll through when I saw this cosplay. And this was also a birthday shoot for her. So,
Oh, cute. Okay.
and it,
Hey, I'm excited for Miss J. Quinn.
yeah, her caption for that said, "Dawn of a new age," and then birth of a new Quinn. So
That's cute. John, who I'm excited to just refer to this whole season as just John.
Just John.
Just John.
just John.
It's very just John.
Just John.
First,
Oh.
for just John.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Second,
Oh.
for just
Here we
John.
go. All right.
Third, for just John. And fourth,
Ooh.
just John.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, I knew we were going to get some good stuff from Just John.
I didn't even see some of these.
Well, maybe you should have done more research, David.
Oh, I scrolled far. I
Hey, we
scrolled
scroll-
really deep.
This was Just John came out with some fire that I appreciated very much from John. Like, yeah, John was fun to watch and fun to look through. I'll say that. And that's it. All
I agree. And I'm really excited to see, like, I know that we have queens that have since moved to America from Philippines, but have we had somebody who's living in America competing in Philippines before?
In Philippines, no. It's happened
Okay.
on other franchises, but not
Mhm.
on Drag Race Philippines.
Right. Well, I'm excited to see if she brings like something kind of different to Drag Race Philippines, like more of an American edge.
Americanized, yeah. I was
yeah.
going to say a little bit more Americanized drag.
Which I'm not saying that's going to be better by any means, because Philippines is slaying it, but it would just add like an interesting element, I think, into the show. So I'm very excited for John. John's Instagram is very interesting because it's a lot of like makeup tutorials and like the after pictures, but it's a lot of face. And I'm not surprised we have a makeup look here. But I still really like John and what they have to bring. There's somebody who is a little bit of a question mark for me because I'm not entirely sure what they're going to bring to the competition. But I know the makeup's going to be there. It's going to be on point. But yeah, I think these are 4 very good looks. At least one of them, I was like, wait, how did I not pick that? Because I would have picked that if I saw it.
Right.
But these are good.
She was at DragCon too. I didn't even realize it until afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking through John's Instagram. Just John's Instagram. And she's going to be our Tiny Deluxe of the season. She's our makeup guru. She's our...
I didn't know where you were going with that. And I was like,
she's out third.
I'm like, I love Tiny. I drafted her, remember?
Oh, we stand Tiny Deluxe. But I was like...
And I was
mad
like,
there are 1,000 different ways you could have gone with that.
I was looking at it like... I was like, she's coming in. She's the beauty guru. She's going to come in and tell us how many YouTube followers she has. She's already Americanized and California centered, so she's already trying to let Rue know, hello, when you start to do the next All-Stars and you bring bitches in from different countries, I'm already living down the street. Go ahead and book me.
Literally the northern part of the state. Like, it's not that far.
Very that. Like, she's like, girl, you don't have to pay to get Marina to fly over here. I'm already here. Like, I was very interested in her looks. Like David said, a lot of her Instagram was beauty shots, what looked like stills from either before, during, or after her doing like a makeup transformation on like her channel or whatever. But it's the only thing I'm worried about is I feel like that we have had this happen a few times before on different seasons where you see these girls come out with these really, you can tell that their Instagram is based mostly off of makeup, but then what ends up happening is they don't fully showcase it as much as I feel like they should when they're on the show. I feel like that was the same way with like other girls in other franchises. Like, girl, y'all love Aquarella, but then I felt like we saw the same face 5 different times in different colors. So it's like, I want, if this is what got you on the show, girl, I want to see it.
Why
I want to see
Aquarella
you come out with your whole face looking like a Starscape or some shit. Like, I don't want to see you just coming out looking pretty all the time.
I was gonna say,
why am I in it?
Long since Brazil and Aquarella is still getting strays from Eve. Goddamn.
Not that.
Leave Aquarella alone.
You know what? I will for a while.
No, yeah, scrolling through John's Instagram, I love the whole makeup to drag pipeline. I just love it. And you can like tell, like, when looking at her Instagram, like, if Painted with Raven happened like during that time, like you can definitely see that like John could have been on it like right away.
Yeah, her Instagram's very much like Crimson. Who
Mm-hmm.
was like,
yes.
Oh, T, okay.
Yeah. Crimson.
Yes. Shout out to Crimson because I live by her. So
yeah. Oh, work. She literally was here. Her and Kate were here this weekend. I ran into them Saturday. I was like, what the hell are y'all doing here?
Oh, love that. Yeah. So I was very pleased because, again, another one of the queens that had about over 400 posts, and obviously half of that was makeup, and then half of that was her looks, and there was variety. So happy to see this. I can't wait for this.
Logan, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, you already said what you were gonna say. That is correct. It is me. All right, I've made some decisions. I'm very impressed. I like this. I like that all of you chose different aspects of her drag as well, because we're getting the glamour. We're getting kind of, with this bottom right or the bottom left photo, we're getting kind of a more, from at least what we've seen, a more like Filipina style print and silhouette. But we're also getting, like you were talking about, David, a little bit of that Americanized kind of pageant kind of vibe from her. I'm excited for John regardless. My ranking is as follows. All these are really good, but I am going to give my 4th place to the top right. It's a good gown. It's a gorgeous gown. It's just a little simple. So that's why she's going to get 4th place on this occasion. 3rd place is going to be our bottom left. This Filipina inspired silhouette. Very good, very, very good. That's all I have to say about it. It's very good. My second place is going to be our top left, this gorgeous makeup moment. And I don't always like picking up just makeup look, but I like when y'all take risks by doing it. And I am someone that not everybody that judges likes to reward those kinds of things. I do, and so it's going to be my runner-up. But this bottom right, this brown gown with this probably AI background, and I'm not mad at it. I'm looking at it for the gown, and the gown is beautiful. And that color looked great on her, so that's going to be my number one. Yes, Lana! Period, Lana!
Yeah, that was.
Where was that hidden away?
You know what's shocking? So Lana's pick was my second pick.
It was.
Tea.
And that's why when I saw it, I was like, if he don't want it, I'm gonna take it.
And it's suddenly very even again. 3 rounds.
I see. I saw a close up of it, and the close up didn't draw me enough to look through the other ones. I see.
Well, it should have because they got Lana 3 points.
You got to swipe, David.
You got to swipe.
If nowadays, if I see something that looks real cute, but then I see some other pictures, I say, wait, am I going to get
Yep, I just swipe every single time because I'm like,
let me take the carousel. Let me go through the carousel. Nope, that's the photo. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes it'll be just a standard shot that's very much like a beauty shot, but then when you swipe through, they're like, oh no, I actually have the full body of it. Because that's
the full body shot will be 5 of 9, but I'm like, nope, that's my photo.
Yeah.
All right.
I know how that is.
But we're going to keep it moving to Khianna.
I'm excited for Khianna.
I wasn't. Her Instagram was.
Oh no.
We'll go.
Sparse. It was just sparse. It was just sparse. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just sparse. But here we go.
Okay. Ooh.
Look number 1.
Ooh, pretty. Ooh.
Look number 2.
Lots of gold today. All right.
Look number 3.
Okay. All right.
And look number 4.
Oh, I have my ranking immediately, but y'all go ahead and say what you're going to do.
I like Khianna. Also, I know she just learned about the cup yesterday because I was there to witness it on Instagram Live. Hana Beshi.
Shout out to Beshi Beshi with the 411 on how good the cup is. Thank you, Hana Beshi.
Mm-hmm. So she knows the term mugther. And we'll see if you're mugther.
We'll see.
Yeah, like he was saying, there was not a lot on the Instagram, but what's kind of cool about that is you get a quick evolution of how her style has changed. Mm-hmm. And it certainly has changed. She's become a lot more punk and edgy, and I like seeing that. And even with her promo look, you're getting that fully punk kind of version of her. So I'm excited to see what she's like on the show. I think she's so pretty. She's stunning. And I did see her out of drag, so she could be my crush. Who knows? But overall, I'm very excited for her. I think she's going to be one to watch.
Yeah, Khianna's gorge. I actually sent 3 pictures. It was 3 out of the 4 of these, so I had to repick a completely different one. Which partly goes to the sparsity of her Instagram, but also at the same time, the strong looks that she have are just it's overwhelmingly I could see this was stuff she sent in as part of her DragRace package to be this is why I should be on the show. And they're like, yeah, you're right. You're really, really right about that. And I agree. I love the evolution in her drag that we've been able to see through her Instagram. It makes me really excited for her. Her mug is nasty to me, in a good way, in the best way possible. It's muggy in here, George's. It's I feel like something as well that I've been noticing. I feel like I've been noticing a good amount of the girls starting to do it, just drag makeup trend wise. Is I'm seeing a lot of nude creases cut and angled up. Vanjie's eyes was like that the entire time of All Stars, and I was like, that's why her face is starting to look like that. George's has been doing that cut angle kind of look. I've been doing it a little bit more too. It just really sells something from far away that I don't know, nude creases are kind of the thing right now. It's kind of giving. I live. She's Stenosha.
I love a nude crease, so like seeing all like the shots and all of these, like you can definitely tell like where everything was inspired by. So no, yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna be the stat person when it comes to seeing how many posts for each person. So 51 posts, only 51. However, likewise with Angel, like I actually had a lot of options to pick from. So I did like to see the versatility. So I was very pleased to see. So
Come on, burst queen.
Everything has already been said. But like honestly, it's like she's pretty. She's beautiful. Her style is just, if this is what it's going to be, if she's going to go from like very glamorous and can go from glamorous to punk and edgy in just a moment's notice, that makes me excited for her. So I want to see what this translates to on the runway, and if she is going to be able to give us some variety, something to get excited about, because this is good. This is a good start. This is a good jump off. It's getting me excited. I just need to see what else she can bring to make me for real just jump on board and be truly excited.
Period.
Her. Well, I've made some decisions. So, all of these are great. I think this is a lovely collection. I'm seeing exactly who she is, and I'm really excited. I did take a look at her Instagram after I saw all the photos here, because I don't know who picked what, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, y'all had a hard time with Miss Khianna on this one, and I commend you all for picking the looks that you did. Because there is scarcity, but what is there is quality, so I'm happy to see it. So, in fourth place, we're going to go with top left. I love this print. It's just kind of the least engaging of the four, but it is still a really good garment, so I do like it. Third is going to be our bottom left. This gorgeous open flower moment. Love it. The face is great. Second place is going to be our bottom right with our claw machine fantasy. What, David?
Nothing.
Okay. And I
Those who know, know.
Okay, and I love a good turno. So turn up for the turno, and that is my number one.
Turno, she better don't.
Well, this does not surprise me at all, Eve. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's fine.
It is what it is at this point. Well, look, when we picked our pick, you were just like, we get what we got, and we love what we love. But yeah, I am so slow because I just realized that was a claw machine from Brandon's picture. That's what that was. I was like, oh,
The claw.
the claw. Got it.
No,
Got it.
That's why I chose it, because I was like, "Oh, this is so smart."
That's cute now. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we move.
And David knows I love a turno too, so.
Maxie is here.
My girl.
Queen of the Universe.
Are you ready?
I'm very ready for this Queen of the Universe.
All right. Look, number one. Look, number two.
Ooh. Okay.
Look, number three. Look, number four.
So the good fashion went to her, not Angel. Got it.
Oh. Angel, I hope you tuned out before we got here.
I love you, Angel. I said all my praises for Angel, but... Well, to be fair, Maxie has also had Queen of the Universe, so I'm not surprised.
I'm just going to say it. I'm biased. I have a favorite already, subject to change, but I just adored Maxie. She was my favorite on Queen of the Universe Season 2. I was devastated when she left early. but she's not going to leave early this season. It's not happening because she's a contender. She is so well-rounded. We know she's talented as heck too, but these are some really good looks. Like even the looks like on her Instagram, like they were all very, very strong looks, but I know she's got better in her that she's saving for this show. So I'm just prepared to be completely blown away. And she's not gonna leave her sister behind. They're both gonna have really strong looks. So better believe it. Watch out for Maxie and her sister.
So I liked what I saw out of Maxie. Maxie's a cute boy. I was like, hey Maxie, what's up? You're cute, hey. But Maxie gave me some cute looks. I'm gonna be honest and say I don't remember a lot of them. But I do remember she did have some cute looks. These are cute looks. I need to see more. I need to see more out of Maxie. I will say that I have not watched the Meet the Queens yet. So I feel like that would possibly help me connect a little bit more with her. But I think the one thing I remembered the most out of Maxie is she was a cute boy. And I don't want to say that because I'm judging her drag here. I'm not judging how she looks out of drag. But I mean, also, I don't want that to be the most memorable part about you is you not in drag, girl. So I just need to do more research on Maxie so I can see if I want to be aboard the Maxie train or not.
Look up her singing. She's very good. She's Popstar.
Yeah, that's
Pop
also another
star.
thing too. Is I've never seen Quinn of the Universe, so that's also another thing. Is she's just very new to me. You know what I mean? So I just need to do more research on her.
Yeah, coming in with a familiar face, like I've already seen what Maxie can deliver. So, and when I was going through over 500 posts, so a lot to choose from. And I was very pleased on what I was able to pick because all four of these I love. So
I love the diversity of her looks. Like she's not going to just be all glamour, and like she's showing us that she can be streetwear, she can do glamour, she can do other things, and so she made me excited. I was excited to watch her. I've never watched Queen of the Universe, so I have no idea who this person is, but she made me excited to want to know her. So I'm excited.
I've made some decisions. I had to make sure my mic was not muted. So sorry. I've made some decisions. And yes, I'm bringing this back. It wasn't intentional, and I just started doing it. I mean, this is really difficult to judge, y'all, because this is good. This is some good drag.
Well, you still can use a tie at some point.
And I might. I feel like I'm going to want to save my tie for later in the alphabet. Just based on my own preconceived notions of certain people. I feel like I'm going to want to save my tie for later in the alphabet. Maybe towards the end of the alphabet.
So we do like the same person. I figured.
We do like the same person, correct? So here we go. All of these are great. All of these probably would have won a round. But
wait. I just thought of something. You can't use the tie last because what if it ends up being that's a tiebreaker? You can't use the tie.
Well, then there's a tie and two people win, like that one time that I had you and Lana win together.
Continue.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As much as I like it, my fourth place is going to go to the bottom right. It's a cute look. It's a really cute look. I like the other three more is the problem. I know, but it's so good. Y'all made this one difficult. I blame y'all. My third place is going to go to top left. I like this gown. I wish I saw more of the gown, how big the gown is. I mean, we see most of it, but it looks good. I just want to see, a little bit more from the composition of the photo. My second, this is really difficult. I think my second is going to go to bottom left, only because I am obsessed with whatever the cut is on this top right gown. The fact that it's gray denim, I think, is so good. It's so streetwear, and it's so different from what I know Maxie to be. And so in this scenario, I'm going to give that the win. But this bottom left look is impeccable in every possible way. So now who did I fuck over? Okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, David.
Lana, that one's so good. You got the right top two.
No,
You
yeah,
got-
that was a good
yeah.
one. That was a good one.
Because I was not going, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just use one if David's second choice or Brandon's second choice is not, if they don't use it, I'll use it. But then I was like, I don't really like their second choices. So I'm going to go look and see for myself.
I know how that is because I've done that so many times.
It was just
where
one
I'm
of those
like,
moments
ooh.
I was like, I need to go look for myself in this one. And so I went and
Right.
looked and I was like,
So-
okay.
But I love yours too, Eve. Yours is so good too. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's just like this was a really tough round to decide on.
I really like Eve.
So the story behind my pick, I actually have to screenshot from a video.
Okay. That I kind of figured it was a performance kind of vibe.
No, but that's what drew me with this look because I was like, oh my god.
and it's a good look.
No, yeah, if you see the video, you'll see like her turn, and you'll see like what the actual like outfit is like entirely because like it's not a clear picture for this one. However, I did the best I could, but I was in awe with this, so that's why I chose what I did.
It was just for me. It took me back. Y'all know when I go back to my American Next Top Model days. I just like seeing the composition of the picture and how she's just like.
And that's something that I keep in mind because I also go back to my America's Next Top Model as a child days where I grew up and composition
as a
of photos
child
is everything for me.
We were all children when it started.
I mean, I was very much in my teenage.
I was a
I was in
child.
my diapers.
I was a teenager.
I was a teenager.
It was good.
What
It
year,
was good.
what year did it premiere?
I
Like
don't know.
2002. I was
I
a
was
senior
I
in
was
high
very
school.
much out of high school.
I was a sophomore in high school.
I was very much out of high school at that time. So, all right.
I was 5. Let's move on.
We move. Let's go. Oh, wait. We have to go to the next one because I had to split them up in two. So,
Yes,
let's
I know that
do
feeling
that.
all too well also.
go to the next one.
I was about to say, do we have an update? A halfway update to
Yes.
stall,
Oh,
but then
yes,
I was
yes.
like, well,
Point update. I have 1.
No, you
One
have 4.
Oh, I have 4?
yeah, you
have
get points.
4.
You get points for each position,
Oh, yeah,
unless you're in
we're-
last place.
I'll let Lana do it because Lana I think is also.
I don't have
or
it.
no.
I didn't keep.
Oh, I thought you were keeping track as well.
No, because I didn't.
Oh, well, thank God I was.
Imagine, imagine
We don't
if
Imagine if I
Logan.
decided not to. Could you imagine?
I saw
Okay,
you
I do
doing
have
it because I was like, I don't have my. pen,
Oh,
so.
T. Okay, cool. So yes, halfway through, Eve has 4 points. Lana has 8 points, and Brandon and David both have 9 points.
Ooh.
But with a tie and with 5 girls left, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
And Lana's
And-
only trailing by 1, so
Right now.
Wait,
and there's the double diamond too.
Let's see if I
Oh
should
yes,
know this shit.
I forgot.
Come on.
Oh, I'm gonna need.
double diamond.
I'm gonna need all of you to DM me very personally who you want to vote for the double
Eve.
diamond.
Eve,
No, you have to
What is
DM me
Eve?
privately. We're going back to sequester days. You got to DM me privately. On
Like,
who you
give
wanna
me
vote
privately. You
Not
can't
bad.
do it out loud.
out.
That's crazy. Oh,
Now
but let's-
this is who I am the most excited about. I have to say is Myx Chanel.
Myx Chanel. Well, let's see if your excitement pays off.
I
There we
hope
go.
so. Yes.
Look number 1.
Ooh, come on. Yes.
Look number 2.
Ooh, all right. Uh-huh.
Look number 3.
Mm,
And look number 4.
gorge. One of y'all understood the assignment, and I already know the winner. I just got to decide everybody else.
So,
Yeah, I like her. I like her. It usually whoever's like in the middle of these is the person like I forget the like first. And when you pulled up her name, I was like, okay, what was her looks? And now instantly it all came back to me. She's
Do you know which look is yours, David?
I did actually I'm not sure because my top two are both in here.
Well, Julie.
I'm assuming I
Well,
know because
Julie.
I feel like the one I picked wouldn't necessarily be something that people would immediately pick. But I really like a lot of her looks. She's very, very polished. Not all of her looks on her Instagram show off the whole look, which was a challenge. So you had to really like pick ones that really highlighted the look as well as it could be. But this is just a very, very solid Instagram. I think she is another one that we should be watching out for. Because also I think she's just going to be so much more elevated on the show even. So I'm excited for her. She's super polished. This face, one of the best faces.
Now I'm gonna be the one to say it. Miss Myx.
Mix, if you will.
I personally would love to see some elevation in your drag on this
Okay.
show.
Okay.
I say that because her catalog for me gave very, I hate using drag queen references and then I turn around and then use drag queen references, but of course this is what we're going to do. It was very Victoria Shakespeare's coded. It was very George's coded. It was very two-piecey. I was very hard pressed to find anything in like a gown or a dress or a big elaborate costume. It was a lot of two-piece dance outfit numbers.
And a biscuit.
Which could possibly not be a bad thing because she could end up being like those girls and being the lip sync girl and just be eating girls and then I won't care. But also at the same time, I know that when it comes to what they're looking for you to win this, is they are going to want you to give them something that is that looks a little bit more elevated and a little bit more grown up. Her drag for me gives very young. I guess that's what I'll say. It gives very Gen Z, very young, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. And so I just want her drag to show off because I don't know how long she's been doing drag, but from what I saw with a lot of her stuff, it did look like a lot of early drag. Like she probably bodies, like she's one of the dance girls at Play Philippines, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, but
Play Philippines.
Not Play Philippines.
I would go
like,
there.
girl, like right, she could be that girl that's bucking and kicking at the drag brunches every week and getting all the money. But also at the same time, the outfits look very much like I'm the dancy girl. I'm showing belly all the time. The top is going to be some kind of bra something. The bottom is going to be some kind of panty something. I'm going to be bucking. It was that kind of drag. And it's like, I know that might get one note for them on the show. And they'll be like, okay, we're tired of seeing you come out in two pieces. We want to see you in a gown. We want to see you in something else. We want to see you in, a cotton, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that she gives that. That's the only thing that I had I'm concerned about with her Instagram. But I think she's sickening. I think she looks gorgeous. I want to see what she's going to do. I just don't want her drag to become one note and for them to clock her on it because I feel like that can happen.
No, I can see that.
I do quickly want to say, like, Eve made me think of this, but for the people in the comments, I actually would love if you all could let us know, like, which bar each of the queens, like, is their mainstay. Like, who's the O bar girls, who are the nectar girls.
Yeah.
That's always such an interesting dynamic that comes into play on Drag Race Philippines.
Well, where's Myx from? Because that'll probably inform a lot of it, honestly. I'll go look. Brandon, what you got to see?
All right. So 174 posts. So had a bit, and she did start drag around 2020. So I believe in the Meet the Queen, she did say that she was a pandemic queen.
Makes sense.
So now I will say this. From what I was able to see, again, I was also very impressed because I came down to a lot of options of what I wanted to pick, and I came down to the two that I did. Now, I was like so torn with like picking what because obviously a lot of it's very similar. So, but not in a bad way, because like yes, it's like familiarity beats contempt, but obviously at the same time, like it shows that she has like her own style that she knows what she can do.
I want to see some different silhouettes. That's all.
That was what I was about to say. That is just what I was about to say. I can't have her come out week after week after week in a two-piece bra panties set or a bra top skirt or small bottom. Like if we don't get variety, they're going to clock her. And that's my only concern because a lot of her Instagram pictures were this silhouette. It was just like this. It was a corset. It was panties. It was a bra top. It was this. So, are they good? Absolutely. They're good. She looks great in them. We just need the variety. And I hope she can bring that into the show. Maybe she took some of her pictures off that she ain't want because she ain't want us to see everything. I don't know. But whatever it is, we'll see what she brings to the show. But she looks good.
Well, I have once again made some decisions. So, everything is a little similar, so it is a little bit more difficult to judge. But in that regard, I'm going to go back to composition of photo as an interesting tiebreaker moment situation. And so in that regard, my fourth place is going to go to top right. It's not bad. It's a cute look. The other three I just like a little bit more. Third place is going to be top left. The orange biker girl moment. It's cute, and I like the blue hair. My second is going to go to bottom left because this gold, whatever this face piece is giving it to me. But whichever one of y'all decided to pick the photo with the yellow and the white and the purple and the black, y'all know me very well. That was my winner the moment I saw it. Period, point blank. End of story. Thank you very much. Period.
Is that a non-binary flag?
Correct.
Okay, because I saw their post was about. Like,
so it's
being
not
non-binary.
David. Got it.
No, it means I read the post.
There you go, Lana. Eve, I'm sorry, babe.
But in all fairness, I stole this from David because David this was his second pick.
I literally picked the one I picked because it was one of the only pictures she had where it wasn't a two-piece.
Valid.
Mm-hmm,
Valid.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say this. Hold on, really quick. May I show my second pick? Because I want to show like some of what I wish that because my second pick. Yeah, I'll be fast. I swear. So my second pick was a dress moment. So it was like a navy blue dress.
Oh.
So, I don't know if you can but
Eve would have beat you there, so I'm glad you picked what you did.
Mm-hmm. So I wish I picked that over the biker one now I think about it, because like I was like I like the biker one a lot because like that's what
I can give your point to Eve if you want.
No, I'm keeping it.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Give the point to Eve. Give the point to Eve.
Double diamond to Eve. I'm not influencing. I have not received any votes from any of you, by the way. I was serious.
I gave a legitimate vote. Oh, also Eve, you get to share a point with me on this one.
Or anybody who choose. Let's do that. Eve.
Huh?
You can choose between me, Brandon, or David. Who you want to share the point with if you get points.
Without knowing who
picked what picture.
Because for context, Popstar's Instagram was down at the time that Eve was picking her picks. So Eve did not pick one for Popstar, so that is why we are doing this occasion here.
Not whatever.
Look, okay, they're sharing a heart, so I think that's like.
So she picked David. Got it.
Yeah, David. I was saying, give me and Brandon, whatever. When David gets 0 points,
I hope
then what?
Lana and Brandon get first and second. Then
I was about to say, when David gets 0 points, then what?
Not this white male privilege.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, look, number one.
Oh shit! All right.
Look number 2.
Okay.
Look number 3.
And this is why I was excited for Popstar Bench.
Those are the looks.
Yeah, these are good looks. Yeah, it's a shame that her Instagram was down when Eve was trying to pick. But yeah, I think that she has like this regal like feel to her. Like she feels seasoned, she feels like she knows what she's doing, she feels established. Yeah, I like even looking through her post, like it's not all drag. Like it's a lot of just her being her and doing her
And
thing
she's
every
younger
day.
than me.
Really? Which I mean, it's and see that's what it isn't about her like seeming like an older queen. It's seeming like she knows who she is, you know, and kind of timeless. Like everything she does could fit like in drag like 10 years ago, almost 20 years ago, probably not quite 20 years ago. But I think that she is going to be an interesting queen to watch this season. Because I don't know if that's going to pay off. Like, I don't know if they're going to be like, we want somebody who has this really fresh feel to them. I hope they don't overlook her because I really like what I saw of hers.
Yeah, this was like, again, this was the toughest of me picking like all of her looks. Like, who again, and remember from Meet the Queens, she had a TV on her head.
She had a TV on her head.
As one does.
He to me with a toothbrush. Anyway. That is all I think about now when we say it in that way.
I know.
I just think of Khianna.
Yep. So yeah, I was so torn on what I was gonna pick out of this, and like I'm excited to see what she's gonna bring on the show. Like and like y'all said, like I hope she doesn't get overlooked, because like we could see another one of those archetypes where it's like very good drag, but not translating in the show.
I think these are 3 different looks, which shows the diversity of her drag and shows that she's not afraid to try different things. That makes me excited. I don't know. I'm excited for her. Like, it's really not a lot for me to say. I am excited for her because I don't know what bag she's going to come out every week. Like, where is she going to come with? And especially regarding whatever the things are, like how she's going to let that translate. 3 different looks. It looks like 3 different people. Like, she looks like 3 different people in all of these pictures. So I'm excited to see what she brings.
Eve?
I'll give my cute opinion of what I like out of them from what I see, because these are the first times I've gotten to see anything from her other than her promo. But I did like her promo a lot. I like these 3 looks. I will say it's the one on the left is cracking me up though, because it makes me think of every time you end up seeing some random white celebrity in that full outfit in Brazil, like when Katy Perry was in it. And when Adele was in it with the cornrows, that's what I feel like. I feel like that was on her Instagram. Like, oh, I'm here.
And I literally just saw that photo of Adele in the cornrows today, and I'm like, what? No.
That shit was so funny. And we were like, girl, we know you're the president of the Beehive, but like, calm down, sister. Calm down. Calm down. I can't justify saving you in the race wars if you do stuff like this. Like, there's only certain white bitches I'll take a bullet for. You're kind of on that list, so don't jump off. Don't do that. Don't do that.
At first, I thought we were talking about the Bantu knots from like years ago.
Oh
no, that's what
anyway.
I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Well, I I have once again made some decisions. Now, to clarify, Eve matches the points of whatever David gets, right? Okay, cool. For scoring purposes, that's where I'm going with it. So, these are all great. These are all lovely. These are all wonderful. My third is going to go to our Queen of Hearts fantasy up in the top. It's good. It's just something I've seen before. And I'm a little bit more intrigued by the other two looks. I got to be honest with you. I'm just going to say that. I can already tell that that's probably David's. And so David and Eve are both mad at me.
I don't know if it's mine.
Well, God damn it. Okay.
I don't know.
My second place is going to go to... I can't tell what celebrity this is her impersonating on the left in this.
Cher Perry. That's who it is.
Yeah. So my second place is going to go to Cher Perry on the left. But this gown on the bottom and the composition of this photo just gave me everything I needed in my life. And so that's going to be number one.
Lana snatched it from me, didn't she?
No, that's yours.
Oh.
Let's go.
Well, Julie.
You did it.
Because your first pick was Brandon's pick. And
Okay.
so that was your second pick. So you got your second pick.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'm very surprised you said that about the top right one because
Me too.
I love that photo. It's just...
I thought the top right one was big.
I get what you're saying because we saw it like 3 times just this year with the Queen of Hearts look with with the same heart wig. We've seen it 3 times.
It's just the wig. Like
I am comparing
look
3
as a
really
whole-
great looks, okay?
True.
I
Well, I
It
haven't
seems like
seen it
Do you
since
want me to
I
reverse
got
my
that, so-
decision and give Brandon 3 points
I
and not
mean,
you, David?
give it
it's
to
locked
Brandon.
in already.
Give it to Brandon.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? 3 points.
No.
No.
I'm just saying I'm a little
You know
surprised
what?
because I don't look at that and immediately say Queen of Hearts. Like it's just the wig. If it was not that wig, if it was any other wig, I don't think you would automatically go.
And if it
I would've
wasn't
thought
that
Elizabeth
wig
one.
and if it was another wig, my ranking would be the exact same.
Mhm. So to confirm, it is Cher.
I just would have picked the Queen of Hearts look over the Coachella look. But that's just me. I'm not picking it, you are. That's what I was thinking.
Absolutely.
True.
That's why Logan's the judge. Don't
Wait,
try
did
to
you
take my
change the
point,
points?
Eve. Don't
No,
try to take my
David.
point, Eve. Don't try to take my point, Eve. Don't you do it.
Okay, I'm revoking my my plea for y'all to give the double diamond to Eve. Give it to Lana.
Yeah, so it is
Today, Logan. What the hell?
It's Cher.
Yeah, it is Cher.
It is Cher.
no, yeah, and that was my second pick too. So
Yes, it was.
Don't
That's
worry.
where I got it from. 'Cause
Your Tita Baby, my Tita Baby, our Tita Baby.
Tita Baby.
Tita Baby.
See back.
Let's go.
Let's go into Miss Tita Baby.
Miss Tita
Look.
Baby. I'm bringing
Look.
it back, Eve. I'm bringing
Look.
it back.
Number 1.
Ooh, how fun.
Urination.
Number
Purr,
2.
Right.
Number 3.
Ooh, pretty.
Number 4.
I'll give this thought before y'all do. I'm not surprised that this
Mhm.
is the quality of Miss Tita Baby. We'll say that much.
I feel like it's becoming a thing where we do these Instagram videos and I'm like, okay, this queen gives me host energy. Like you
Yep.
can tell
Yep.
she's always hosting the
Absolutely.
shows. She's hosting the brunches. She's just great with a mic. And that's exactly what I got from Miss Tita Baby.
Absolutely.
And look, she doesn't need to have the most extravagant looks because I'm sure she's amazing at what she does. I just wish they were photographed a little bit better because there's just so many like candid, like in the moment photos on her Instagram. It made this a little bit of a challenge. I'm happy with what we have here. I think these are 4 solid looks, and it really like. I think just looking at these 4 pictures, you know everything you need to know about this queen, and it could pay off for her. It could not. If personality wins out, yeah, she's going to do amazing this season. If they really want to see some really strong looks, I don't know. She might struggle. It's kind of like the Dee Marie Holiday.
I was literally about to compare her to Dee Marie Holiday.
Yeah. I like her.
I like her aesthetic a little bit more. I'll say that much. And I hope we don't get the personality that we got from Miss Dee Marie Holiday. But yes, go.
For me, I would say I agree. She gives host energy. I do feel like a lot of her Instagram pictures with her on the mic somewhere hosting something. And it was a different variety of things, whether it was just a regular show, like it was maybe like a corporate pride thing, like, you know, she was just she might be the girl that does that. Look wise, it kind of sort of gives me Darien Lake a little bit.
I was literally about
especially
to say
one of these. One of these screams Darien Lake.
Very Darien Lake, which I feel like
top
is
right
going to be like
Darien Lake to me.
I was in
like,
the top left.
50-year-old elegance and glam and like and sexy, and I'm like, I'm here for all of that.
And she's a queen in her 40s who started drag pretty recently, so it's kind of like the Sugar Cane effect, and I'm really interested to see how she's gonna do.
She, for me, reminds me more of Homegirl from Down Under last season.
Bumpa. I was thinking of
Bumpa Love.
Very much.
Because I said the same thing about Bumpa. She's a
I
host.
like looking at Bumpa's Instagram. And
Shout
I'm
out
like,
to Bumpa
she's gonna be like our Bumpa. And I'm like, I'm interested for that because she ain't gonna let nobody give her no mess, because the fact that she might be the oldest girl there, she is gonna be just as catty, and you know what I mean. I hope she gives us some Melinda Verga effect. I hope she's a little bit delicious.
I hope she is the queen of Untuck. I hope she is the queen of Untuck.
I hope
A little Bumpa Love goes a long,
dramatic.
long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to see what's up with Miss Tita Baby.
Now, I'm about to say, while we call her Miss Tita Baby, she gives me Miss Kelly Baby from Germany. Like, she's giving me.
It's
Yeah.
that auntie Tita energy. Yeah.
She is giving me the auntie vibes. Like, she is my rich auntie who goes and travels the world and only comes back around and throws money at the kids. But here's a graduation gift. Here's, you know, some birthday gifts. And then she's off again. She's traveling. She's so sophisticated. You'd be like, oh, that's my bougie aunt Riri, or my bougie aunt Carol.
Write a thank you note to your Aunt Tita.
Right.
Her boyfriends are all foreign. None of them speak English.
Absolutely. She's dating Marco one week, and then she's dating Raul,
Yep.
Paolo the next week, and Raul after that. It's just like, oh my God, she is that auntie that you look up to. You be like, when I grow up, I'm gonna travel like Auntie Riri. Like, I'm gonna be all over the world looking sophisticated. And she looks like she has the best times. Like, I feel like she's going to give us a lot of. She's gonna be that sweetheart of the season for me. I kind of already see it. That I'm gonna be like,
see that as the sweetheart of the season.
I'm gonna be like, I love her.
Or
the bitch.
Or she'll be.
I want her to be both. I wanted to be both.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be like the one from Germany I didn't like, right?
No,
What was her name?
no.
Nikita.
Nikita.
Yeah, no. She won't get at. She gonna give some really solid stuff. Like you said, she started late in life in the whole drag world, but I feel like she just took to it like a duck to water. Like, she just got it. Like, it was just very natural for her. I think I can't wait to see what she brings. I'm excited for her. She ain't gonna give us the best looks, and I ain't even looking for it. I ain't even worried about it. I just want her personality to outshine everything else, and I love it.
Because when Tita Babies.
I mean, sure. We'll see if she earns that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
I just appreciate her drag, doing like modern drag, but also old Hollywood glamour drag as well. Because like I see like all the modernness when like, because like you can tell that she's a host, but also like with all that Hollywood glamour that she adds to that too. It's just a nice touch, and I know that's one of Logan's favorites when it comes to that.
I love Tita Baby. I can already tell that I'm going to fall in love with her, whether she is the sweetheart, the bitch, the Tita, whatever she ends up being on the show. I just feel like I'm going to end up falling in love with her. So I have made some decisions. These are all pretty on par with each other, so it makes it difficult because all of these looks are very period, very old Hollywood,
Can you use
very
your tie?
like. No, absolutely not. It's gonna go to one of the next 3 queens. I don't know which one. I'll be real and honest and genuine. I don't know which one. But my rankings are as follows. My 4th place is gonna go to bottom right. I just wish I saw more of the dress. That's really all it is. But the dress is cute. The hair is cute. Whatever. My 3rd place is gonna go to top right. It looks like, is she sitting in a DragCon booth? Because that's kind of what it looks like a little bit. Based on the composition of the photo, I'm not sure, but I like
she can sit all the way down.
No, she definitely cannot.
Technically
She is corseted with an inch of her life, because that's the one thing I will say, Miss Tita Baby, the body is correct. The body looks good in all of these, so I'm happy to see that. My runner-up is going to be bottom left, this red number, because it's giving me a little bit of Mommy Dearest. It's giving me a little bit of like going to the boardroom, that kind of vibe. But this chartreuse ruffle whatever situation in the top left, the lettuce. This is what Scarlet Harlot was trying to do with the lettuce look, but Tita Baby did it correctly. So,
all right. Well,
hey, guess what, Lana again.
You're welcome, Lana.
Thank you, David. I'm glad you picked that first look first. I was like, thank you. I'll snatch that second look. Period.
Eve, I love you.
Girl, I'm just eating Oreos at this point.
You know what? I don't blame you.
I was right there with you, Eve. I was about to grab some Oreos.
Okay, you know what's funny though? Eve's pick was my 2nd pick.
Yes.
Oh, how interesting.
That's funny. So you had the bottom 2, I had the top 2.
I'm sitting over here thinking the fetish pig is gonna pick the one with her in a urinal, but
I love this urinal pick though, but my pick
It was not the only urinal pick I saw.
Would we like an update going into the final 3?
Yes.
Sure.
So, Eve, I love you. You have 7 points, and it's only because you got David's 3 points from Popstar. That's the only update that we have. In 3rd currently is Brandon with 13 points. David has 15 points, and Lana has 16 points.
Ooh. It is
still anybody's game.
Still anybody's game. And I think this might change some things around. This one might change some things around, I will say.
This is the one, I will say. This is because everybody before this was like, there's one girl whose all of her looks are incredible. And I do not know whether it's for sex or Yudipota. And I'm excited for both of them. And I'm excited for Miss Zymba Ding as well. But
don't count her out.
This girl I'm excited to see. I am excited to see Miss Versex.
Well, then let's get to looking at her.
Yes, God.
Here we are with look number 1.
Oh, okay.
Look number 2.
Ooh. All right.
Look number 3.
Okay. This is cute.
Look number 4.
Now somebody knows me. All right.
Yeah, her Instagram was a lot of fun. It's not what you typically get from these because usually you see a lot of like straight up drag looks. No, that's not what I got from her at all. I got model. Like these all look like spreads in an actual fashion magazine. Like I don't even think that this group of photos really shows off like how straight up fashion it is. What were you about to say, Logan?
I was gonna say, and I haven't looked fully at her Instagram because I've been waiting to do this video. Correct me if I'm wrong. The vibe of this photo set gives me a similar vibe to what we said about Hollywood Star when we did the Down Under one. Like model, but still drag, but very androgynous. Like that's the vibe I'm getting from this. And this photo set is also giving that to me. That was just the first comparison that came into my head was the way we talked about Hollywood.
Very matraca.
Okay, I'm on board with that. All right.
Well, it also kind of gave me Garçon. In fact, we saw like Garçon had a lot of like male model look.
Yeah.
Piece. And that's what it started out like. The further you get, it's all Versex as a boy or presenting as a boy and just looking like a model. And then it slowly becomes, this is a woman. Yeah, I'm not sure either. It
I'm a
becomes a
little-
woman model, and they also have a urinal picture too.
How
But
fun!
yes, I'm very interesting to see how it's going to translate to Drag Race, because for Garcon that didn't translate as well. For Peach, it didn't translate as well as it probably should have.
Yeah.
So I really hope they don't overlook her. I think she could do really well.
Versex, put your pronouns on Instagram, please. Thank you.
So, for sex for me, when it came to Instagram, I loved it. I feel the same way. Their Instagram to me gave me the model, fluid, sexy person that's going to be on the cast. They're going to be the Paquita. You know what I mean? They're going to be the you know, like we said, the Matraka, like the Hollywood star.
Yeah.
Right. And so I loved looking through their Instagram. Like each one of these, also, like you said, it gives like their model shoots, almost like if these are American Next Top Model shoots, if these are all in the same catalog or whatever, because it's giving like fashion stuff at the bottom, but then at the top it's like Betsy Johnson for eyewear. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's like very like not just commercial, but very fashion forward. You know what I mean? And so I lived for going through her looks. I thought they were sickening.
No, yeah, you obviously, because she said in Meet the Queens that walked a lot of New York Fashion Week. So like I expected a lot, and oh Lord, I did. Because I had such a hard time like picking a lot of this, because about 600 posts. Forgot to tell about Tita Baby. Tita Baby had 800 posts.
Oh, all right, Miss Tita Baby.
So and there were a lot of looks that didn't show like in the actual forefront of her Instagram, because there was like a lot in the carousels. So I was very like meticulous on what I chose for this, because I was very like, how could I choose? Like, how could I choose? So
yeah, I submitted 3 and it was none of these but the one that I picked. And it was funny because Lana was like, okay, well, I'll just do this one for you. And I was like, wait, no, can I actually pick? I was like, did anyone pick this other one? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, I want this one specifically. But yeah, like the other 2 that I picked aren't even up here. That's
yeah,
like,
same. My backup wasn't up here.
Yeah, it's like that's how she had so many.
I like that.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot to choose from and different variations to choose from. Like David said, seeing her in her seeing them in the male representing model as, but then you can see the evolution going into the female drag of it all. So it was like she was giving us male drag, male model, into female drag, female model. So it was just like, it was fun to go through her Instagram. Actually, I think this was the one I liked the most out of everybody's. Just going through, just looking at the pictures and enjoying what she had to offer. It was a lot. It was good.
All right. Well, I've made some decisions. This was actually fairly easy for me to rank, so I'm not going to use my tie.
Okay.
I think all of these are really good, and I love seeing all of the different sides of Versace. Kind of to do exactly what you were saying, Lana. I love that we're seeing both the masculine model side and the feminine model side, and I'm interested to see if they're going to blend those two things on Drag Race Philippines, because that would be an aesthetic and, aesthetic choices that we haven't seen showcased on Drag Race Philippines yet. So I would be intrigued to see if that was the case. But my 4th place is going to go to top right. It's a gorgeous gown. I like the composition of the photo. I'm just intrigued by everything else a little bit more. And like, if I was scoring this, it would probably still be a 90, because that's just the quality of what we're looking at with Versace. My 3rd place is going to go to bottom right. I appreciate seeing, the more masculine side of the modeling. And I love this headpiece, and I love all of the draping. I hope it's silk charmeuse, Lana, for our sake. I'm going to say it's silk charmeuse. just because. But I love the draping and everything going on here with then just like the masculine presenting form. I really like that. My second place is going to go to top left, Betsy Johnson for eyewear. For me, it is the hair with the glasses with all of the accessorization and the composition of the photo. I really, really enjoy too. But this full denim Chapel Roan fantasy at the bottom left has to be my number one. And I'm a big fan of it. So that is what we are going with today on this occasion. All right.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like that was one of the first ones I saw, and I scrolled and I could not get that one out of my head. I'm like, it has to be that one. It has to be that one.
I saw it and I was like, oh,
it's so good.
That's good.
That was my second pick. That was
yeah.
I
was just thinking,
I'm
I was
not
like,
surprised because I was gonna guess who pulled yours, Lana, and I was gonna guess it was you.
Yeah,
because you know that I like me some thirst trap.
I was thinking it was.
I mean,
no. Yeah, I saw Lana's pick. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw your pick, and I was like, the hooves. Oh,
that's what got me.
No, really
it really wasn't
really
even about the male presenting. I just really liked the look and the outfit of this. I was just like, this looks so good and interesting, and we don't usually see it on the male form like that. With not trying to be dressed. So I just found it very intriguing and interesting to me. It just caught my eye. But David, when I saw yours, I was like, oh, it's something about the composition of the blurry background, the smoke. It was just the composition of that picture was everything.
But then the composition of Eve's too is so good.
Yes, because I didn't see Eve's picture until Eve sent it in. I was like, "Oh, I should steal that one." But
that's a great last minute snag, Eve. That's a great last minute snag.
And that was the most recent one too, because like that was submitted in June 28th. That was
I love that.
Because when Eve, I was gonna pick that one when I was like, "Oh, that's a good picture." Eve doesn't pick it, then I'll take it. But then Eve was like, did anybody pick that last? And I was like, nah. Okay, well, it's a good picture. I love the chest face of it all. And how
she's giving a little Bernie in the face. And I don't know whether it's the glasses kind of.
She's giving me more like Iman, like old school Iman type. Just like you said, Betsy Johnson glassware eye catalog.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's very Betsy Johnson for eyewear. Like it's so,
now I want those glasses.
I will say she kind of in Brandon's photo, she kind of looks a little bit like Kimora Black. That's who I got immediately. Just the composition with the hair. Like I think it was the hair for me. Now,
Yudipota.
This diva. This is the one, right, y'all? This is the one.
For me, this is the one.
This is the one I was most I will say, this is the one. I feel like the collection that we've all picked is going to blow your mind.
You know what? I'm not going to fully say who the one is for me because I want to be able to have that anonymity when I go into the draft. And
That's fair.
I don't want to worry about somebody thinking I need to snatch somebody.
I've been a little positive about everybody, so I'm feeling the same way.
Before you show any pictures, I'm going to give you one word to describe her drag.
Okay.
Sharp.
Ooh, that
don't cut yourself on it. Don't cut yourself on her drag.
All right. Look number one.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Look number two.
Oh, gorge.
Look number three. Look number four.
So I will be using my tie, and everyone will receive points this round. Y'all go ahead. I actually need to decide. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, this is another example of me not knowing which one's mine because both of my top two were in here. But man, honestly, I could have like just picked so many different looks because I'm so intrigued. I love the weird one. This is giving me the next evolution of Ovi. I just think she's so intriguing. She's going to be a breath of fresh air. And this happens to me so often where I'm like, this one is so quirky and weird. And then they don't get them and they go home in the third episode. So I'm really hoping that's not the case.
And then sometimes they're Mrs. Tan and they actually make the finale and should have won the season.
Well,
no shade to Deja.
But I love Deja. But
I love Deja, but Mrs. Tan. Shout out to friend of the pod, Mrs. Tan.
Miss Tan, my bestie. Okay.
Yeah, but everything has like a spiky element to it. It's so cool. Like, and I really hope she brings that to the show. Like, even this butterfly one, it looks like if you rub up against the wings on the wrong way, you're gonna get like a cardboard cut or something. But man, I'm just so intrigued, and I would love to see her cross over to Dragula at some point because she's got that horror aesthetic to her. I cannot say enough. I just want to keep going. This is my queen. This is my queen. So I'm hoping I get to draft her.
Cardboard cut. That was funny.
Those hurt. I've had them.
Oh yeah, I get them all the time.
I will say, I liked the spiky element a lot. A lot of it gave very Mugler, which I thought was very sickening. Very like fashion monster. I will say for me, to be honest with you, some of the spiky things got a little repetitive. But that's just me personally. I don't think I don't think they were 80 million all kinds of different spikes or whatever, but I think they all kind of went around in like the same element. You know what I mean? Like it all looked a bit like really like it's just a very Mugler, which is not a bad thing, but it looked like that was almost the basis for like a lot of her looks. Ooh, shoot. Excuse me. But that's one reason too, like I said, with all three of these being ones that I picked, that's the reason why the bottom right was one of the ones that I picked, because it was one of the ones that didn't overly seem as spiky as the rest of them did. I felt like showed a little bit of a different side. But that's just the way that I peeped the whole game, because the bottom right one, I guess, has like 2 or 3 different pictures attached to it on the same frame, and like one of them has the wings off, and it's just like the middle part as like a dress / bodysuit, and it looks sickening. And I was like,
I literally just found that on here.
I was like, oh girl. I was like, okay, I see what might be coming out of our way. Like, I wanted to make sure that she would be able to do. I guess that's what I was also saying with someone before, I can't remember. But I just want to be able to make sure that I see versatility in what they're able to give on the runway. I want to be able to see that they can give me glamour. I want to be able to see that they can give some some big above and beyond concepts and things that don't get too repetitive, and the judges don't feel like, okay, well, we see you in spiky stuff every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be a Jimbo's tits thing. I don't want them to be like, who is this girl without the spikes? You know? So that's the only thing that I was thinking. I think she's going to be a strong contender. I see her as top half of the girls easily. But yeah, I just want to see more out of her, I guess I'll say.
No, yeah. I was very, very, very impressed with her Instagram, because not only you saw like all her alternative stuff, all her glamour stuff as well. Like everything you see, she knows what she's doing, and like the fact that she's our alternative queen, like for this season, which I could argue that there could be another alternative queen, but I'm not sure if she is categorized as that. But I don't want to say that, obviously. So, however, I'm just like I need to bring it out because that's how I felt. She did what needed to be done.
SD. WN TBG.
Logan.
Oh, nothing from you, Lana?
No, everything was said that needed to be said.
Well, congratulations to all of you. You will be receiving at least 1 point for this round. So congratulations to all of you. This is really difficult because honestly, even within all of the looks that and I took a look at some of her looks on Instagram as well that weren't picked, and I was like, ooh, I would have picked this one. She had this like green and yellow mantis look. I'm like, that's what I would have picked easily. But I like seeing all these different sides of her. So it makes this really difficult to where I'm gonna have to go back to like composition of the photo and like all of that kind of stuff. Y'all are probably gonna read me for this for third, and I understand, but my third place is gonna be top left only because I want to see more of the look, and I don't see enough of the look. And I like the composition of this, and I love kind of the big top with the red and white stripes behind it, but I don't see the look here, and I want to see the look. As amazing as the face is, and the makeup is, and the hair is, I want to see the full thing, and I'm not getting that, and that's kind of what I have to judge on, because all four of these are fucking incredible. So that's going to be my third. My second is going to be bottom left because I like it. I like it a lot. But I like both of the looks on the right a little bit more. And that's probably not the tie that y'all expected me to have, but that is the tie we are presented with on this occasion. And that's what I am picking.
Ooh, things got interesting.
All right.
Yeah, I knew it was a risk for me to pick that one because it was so dark. But I just was like blown away by that face. Like, if you could see the face better, I don't know. That might have helped me, but
There was one without the clown background.
yeah.
So I felt like you could have picked that one better.
But I like the background.
No, I do like the background too.
Because let's be honest, y'all probably expect me to tie even Lana's, right?
I thought you were going to tie myself and Lana.
I thought Eve was.
I didn't think I was gonna get in the top.
Yeah,
I love this. It's so simple, and I think that's what I like the most about it. Is it is simple, but it gives all of the elements of Yudipota that I really like.
It makes me think that it, like, honestly, shout out to my sister. It gives me something that like Detox would wear.
Sure.
I was like, it's very Mugler coded. It's very she would possibly wear for a runway look or something if she was supposed to be like the devil's secretary, like, you know what I mean? Or if they decide, or if they did a fragrance campaign, she'd be like, well, I'm going to do something that's based off of one of like the Mugler alien brands or whatever, because like, that's the one that she that's the one that she loves, and it'd be something like this. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I live for that element in it. I will say, like I said, I did see a lot of like Mugler inspired like headwear pieces or like as well, body pieces, you know what I mean? And so I just
even Lana's look is giving a little bit of like Mugler, but like alternative, like it's giving like Edward Scissorhands Mugler. And I love yours, Lana. I love
it's so good. I thought that was gonna win.
It looks like it's for a perfume campaign. It looks like it's for like a perfume ad or something, or like a graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that butterfly is just so good, Brandon. And I just, there's something about the butterfly that I really
love.
That's the reason why that was my first pick.
Especially with it separated. Especially with taken off.
All right. We are coming down. It is very close, but I will not reveal the score to add suspense.
Oh, okay.
Zymba Ding.
Zymba Ding.
Zymba Ding.
Zymba Ding Ding Ding.
Zymba Ding Ding Ding. Here we go.
Daughter of Break a Ding Ding Ding.
If you don't know who it is.
Cute. Is it Zymba Ding?
Yeah.
What? Oh, hold up now.
Zymba Ding.
Okay. Zymba Ding. Ooh,
Zymba
Zymba
Ding.
Ding.
Zymba Ding.
Ooh, Zymba Ding. Y'all are not making this last round easy. Damn. All right.
Yeah, she had one of my favorite Instagrams too. And I think what kind of excites me about her is, how do I say this? I feel like she brings a different element. I really don't know how to say this in a way that makes sense, but she brings a different element. Like, she just feels very unique in this cast. And I think she's going to bring some really cool looks. And if she has, if she's gotten some good advice from her drag mother, I think that she could really, use the tips she got from, and she's going to come out hard with branding, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm just very intrigued by her. I think she's one of my favorites. I think she's like a sleeper.
I think she's sickening. I didn't notice at first until I started going through her Instagram. I was like Zymba Ding because I went through everybody's name. It was like Zymba Ding, and I was like, huh. And then I started going through her Instagram. I was like, what? Is she like related to Brittany or something? I was like, wait, bitch, no, is she? And then I went and I was like,
literally her mother
together. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And so I live for her. I live for her look on her drag. It gives very like. It's also another one that gave me a lot of America's Next Top Model S type stuff. Like you can't tell me homegirl at the top ain't what's the name of the light skinned girl that's in everybody's stuff? Zendaya.
It's
that.
Okay, yeah, no, I see. Yeah, I see it.
It's very that. I was like, okay. And at the top she looks like Maya, which is so sickening. I'm like, okay, work Maya, you know. But I lived for what I saw. I think she could be a force. I think she could come in with a youthful energy. Not saying that Brittany didn't have a youthful energy, but you know what I mean? I feel like she might come in and want to take a lot more risks, which Brittany kind of had. You know what I mean? That kind of held her up a little bit.
She's a baby, too. She's a baby. Zymba's a baby. Like, she's only been doing drag for like a year and a half.
I was like, I know. But also at the same time, she gives me like that one girl that 9 times out of 10 has been dancing around and stuff like that out of drag in the clubs, on stage, and showing everybody up. Music randomly come on, they tell her to get on stage, and she just randomly hitting some 1-2 kicks. Like, she gives me Juicy Love Dion energy.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And if you know Juicy Love Dion, honey, this girl is going to be doing some backflips into some splits. She's got just this, like, tiny top energy, almost Georges-like, where it's just, she's ready to go. She's ready to do it. She's ready, you know what I mean? If they put her in the bottom, she's going to fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that out of, like, a lot of times when they have, like, when they have certain people make top 5, a lot of times they have, like, you usually either get the oldest contestant or the youngest contestant in the top 5. I think if we get that happening this season, I can see her being in the top 5. She probably would go home 5th. You know what I mean?
Because and not your Tita Baby?
Huh?
And not Tita Baby?
I mean, she could be in it too. I'm just saying she's not going to go home 5th.
All right.
But I'm saying, I feel like she could possibly be the one that they'd be like, okay, we want you to come back for All Stars. We want you, like, you've got all the drag makings, but they're all in their rough form right now. And when you polish that shit all the way out, you're going to be unstoppable. Like, I see her as being one of those girls.
I got you.
Did you do Zymba Zendaya on purpose?
Oh, because their names are so similar?
Yeah, when you reference Zendaya, I was just like Zymba, Zendaya, Z.
No, honestly, because to be honest with you, I sat here for half the part while she was up here trying to remember what that girl's name was. I was like, what is it? Zabubu? No.
Brandon, what you got to say about Zymba Ding? We're going to move on.
I'll keep it short and sweet, but like, I love what I got to see because I can tell, like, again, she's so young, but at the same time, she knows what she's doing. So I'm excited to see because a lot of the, like, I also had a hard time, like, with Zymba as well, like, with everyone else, like, because, like, when it came down to the last 3, like, it was hard to pick. So, and I believe Zymba didn't have that many options either. So let me double check.
I mean, that makes sense because she's only been doing drag for a short time. So that I mean, that makes sense.
Oh wow, 244. Okay, so she had a bit to show. So, but it was still hard to pick. So
love the game.
I would just say that I was intrigued by her because she is giving, like, she could be multiracial, ethnic, different, and very racially ambiguous in all of her pictures, because it's like this the top left one, she looks like you said, she like Maya. She looks like Maya, like she could have been Maya singing "Take Me There, I Wanna Go There," like she was singing that. But then in this other picture right next to it, she looks like she's Zendaya doing a Dior ad in there, and it's like, wow. But then you go down, and she looks like she could be,
light skin
like, right? You know what I mean? Just very much. And then in this picture, she looks very Filipina. In this, in the other picture down here, like very like a Filipino woman. It's just she's so racially ambiguous, and that is so beautiful to see because she is well, I know we hate to say it, but we hadn't said it at all. She's a chameleon. She can just be
chameleonic.
very chameleonic. She could just be who she wants, who they want her to be or who she wants to be in that moment. It's just how you do your makeup that day or how you wear your hair that day. If she want to wear slick down and very, straight, bone straight, we look like, oh, that's the real Filipino woman right there. Then she curls it up in this wrap. I'm like, oh, that's an ethnic woman. It's her daddy black. I think her daddy black.
I'm intrigued to find out. I'm
very intrigued to find out who she is and who she is as a person. But she's very beautiful, and she definitely can
like daddy.
She can jump in and out.
To your point, Lana, and it's not in a way that it looks like she's appropriating or trying to make herself look like a different race. Like if you see her out of drag, it's just very ambiguous, as you said,
it's
racially
racially ambiguous, and it is people out there who are just naturally racially ambiguous.
Bernie was darker.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, and I love that we have representation, like we saw with Bernie last season. I love that we have representation for the darker skinned Filipina queens, and I'm really happy to see that as well.
Absolutely,
because colorism is not just stuck to the United States; it happens in every country.
Every country, in every group. But I love her. I am very much. She was somebody who stood out to me. I was like, oh, I'm rooting for her. I just really liked her, and I like going through her Instagram. So I'm excited to see what she brings. So, Logan,
12 years ago, Tyra Banks will be trying to crown her as the winner of America.
Period.
Yeah,
I have one photo in my hand.
Literally over her, girl.
Here.
I be like the way I can put you in all different pictures and all different. Girl, yeah.
I have 4 photos in my hand, and these represent the photos that you have all selected today for this Instagram review video in regards to Zymba Ding. But only one of them will be the winner of this round and potentially the winner of this Instagram review, because I will say it is currently tied.
Oh, okay.
So anything could happen.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I regret using my tie on Yudipota, but I wish I had a second tie. I'll say that much. I do wish I had a second time.
Yeah.
Because 2 of these looks, the whole time y'all have been talking, 2 of these looks, I've been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But
I have 2 favorites too.
I have made my decision. So I like all of these a lot, and I agree with everything y'all said. I'm so excited to see some youthful energy from her on this cast. My 4th place is going to go to bottom left. I just don't like the dress as much as everybody else's dresses in these photos. That's all it is for me.
Okay.
My 3rd place is going to be top left because I like the composition of this photo. I just want to see more. But I like the dress, what I see. I love the makeup, and the hair is so good. Now, these 2 on the right, I have been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And if this ends up being the 2 people that are tied, I'm going to scream, cry, and throw up. But, and even in this moment, I'm still going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. My 2nd is going to be bottom right, because there is just something about this top right photo that is just, there is something so America's Next Top Model. There is something so vulnerable. I love that she doesn't have makeup on, and the garment is gorgeous. The composition of the photo is good, but that bottom right, it's that classic alternative model pose that I really, really enjoy. But top right is going to be my winner. Period.
Okay.
All right. Work, Eve. Come on, Eve.
Yes, Eve.
I know I didn't win, but
I think Lana got this.
Well, let's find out here in a second, David. Don't spoil it, David.
I think I did get this one. I think I got it.
Don't spoil it, Lana. Okay. I mean,
not that I was counting along with you, because I was not. So I have no idea.
I have the results.
Okay.
It actually got real close towards the end. I'll tell you
I
that
can believe it.
Eve, you did get 4th place, but with 15 points.
Period.
And very close behind in 3rd is Brandon with only 16 points.
Ooh.
So y'all ended up pretty close by the end.
Okay.
And I will say the top two are separated by 1 point. So congratulations, Lana!
Yay!
And you
Yes.
thought you weren't gonna win this.
I
I
know.
didn't. I literally was like,
Yay,
okay,
Lana.
that's why.
I really like.
Lana
Was that
finished
my
with-
second choice? Yours?
No,
It wasn't,
that
because that
was
was one I
Brandon's-
was considering.
that
That was
was-
my third choice.
that was a choice of Brandon's, but not the same picture. Like I went back and went through the carousel and was like,
cute.
no, I like Cole's better.
Come on,
That's a good
Lana.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, Lana.
Because I love the broken down doll look. Like you can give me a broken down doll look in a minute. I'm like,
That
nah.
was, I'll be honest, that was my number one for most of it. And then just, so good. So,
Yeah,
so good.
Eve Fisher
But
was great. Eve Fisher was great.
Eve was so good. And there is,
Great. It was
I
something
think
so
I'm going to
natural
go ahead
about
and
it.
say, I think Eve's photo for Zymba is my favorite of this whole Instagram.
Interesting.
I'll say that much.
Ooh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I love
There is
that.
just something about it that I just resonated with so much, and just like that vulnerability side of it too.
Mhm.
I love that.
Well, let's get in this draft. We've been here for almost 2 hours, and we
Yes,
still
God.
got a draft to do.
Yes.
So
It's
let's get-
my turn to go back to hosting things. Thank you,
Yes.
Lana.
You're welcome.
So we are going to do our draft because there are 6 of us drafting. River will also be drafting. However, they were not able to make it due to computer things, and we're hoping that gets resolved very quickly. But they did send me their draft order. There are 6 of us drafting, and there are 11 queens, which means 1 queen will be picked twice, and each of us will get 2 picks for this draft. So the draft order was randomized prior to this video. It is randomized 6 times because there are 6 of us. And I can tell you that the draft order today starts with David. It's David, Lana, Brandon,
Ooh.
Eve, River, and then me. So, David, you got a tough job right here.
Man, I
And
sure do.
keep in mind, there is 1 queen that can be drafted twice, and only 1 queen can be drafted twice. So, David,
Okay.
your first pick.
Man, I really thought I was going to pick 1 queen first, but I have to look at everything that goes into this competition, and I have to pick Maxie.
All right.
Oh.
Lana.
You know, I shoot. I thought I was ready for this, but I am not. I'm also going to pick Maxie.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
She was somebody who I was looking at, and I know if I don't
Right.
grab her up now, she's gone.
I am
All right.
so happy I get my first pick. Yudipota.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was
Eve?
looking at her. Yeah.
Eve, can't hear you.
Oh, I can't hear what Eve's saying.
It doesn't look like you're muted, but
Oh, no. No.
can you act it out?
So, Eve, who are you drafting?
So I am happy that I'm getting the chance to pick my first pick because I liked her Instagram a lot. I think she has a lot to offer, and I think she's going to be very sickening. So from the House of Ding, I am drafting Zymba Ding.
I am very surprised that y'all are leaving this one to River. River's first pick is going to be Versace. And I'm
I expected
genuinely
that.
shocked none of y'all picked Versace.
I was hoping she would be picked twice.
Well,
No, I was hoping that too.
Lana
then
and
with-
David ruined that. But
Mhm. Well, it's fine.
I am actually really happy that I'm gonna get my first 2 picks. Because they're just the people that stood out to me the most. So my 2 picks are going to be Myx Chanel and your Tita Baby, my Tita Baby, our Tita Baby, Miss Tita Baby. Because I can. And
River?
that makes things a lot interesting again because River's second choice is Popstar Bench.
Dang. Well.
So,
Oh.
Eve, are you there, Eve? The bunny, Miss the bunny, paging Miss the bunny, paging Miss the bunny. Eve, get your ass back on this screen. Thank you. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Lord. Hi.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You
Yeah, no,
have-
I had to go through the list of who all was left, but now you're
The
gonna
The
first
first
four.
four girls we talked about today.
Oh yeah, I already went, so I already know who I wanted, and I'm glad no one else picked her. So I'm taking Khianna.
Love.
Oh my gosh. Please. Please.
Brandon.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be tough, but I think I'm gonna go with my gut with this. I'm picking John.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I'm
That
so
is the
excited.
obvious choice.
You're gonna get who
Lana.
you want, David. I promise you. Unless Lana just wants to be mean.
I'm very annoyed at
I'm sorry.
Brandon right now. I am so very annoyed at Brandon right now.
I also do love that this means that one of y'all are getting both the siblings.
I know. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. I'm like, please give me the siblings.
You can have him because I'm gonna get Jay Quinn.
Yay!
Dude, I was like, you
Because-
pretty much just made your decision for you.
All right.
I really wanted John. No,
Hmm.
can't get Brandon.
All right.
But it's
So, Team David is the siblings.
Yeah.
Maxie and Angel. I do love that happened because we didn't have that with Sugar and Spice on 15. So I'm happy it happened here. Team Lana is Maxie and Jay Quinn. Team Brandon is Yudipota and John Fedellaga. Is that how you say it? Fedellaga? I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Fedellaga.
Team Eve is Zymba Ding and Khianna. Team River is Versex and Popstar Bench. And Team Logan is Myx Chanel and your Tita Baby, my Tita Baby, our Tita Baby, Miss Tita Baby.
Man, these are some
That's going to be the
very-
new Malaysia Baby Doll, Fox for me, isn't it?
These are some good teams. I think they're from what I get from the Queen so far, they feel pretty even. Like I do think one person has my least favorite team, but overall I think everybody's.
Who has your least favorite team?
It's me.
I didn't say it.
I
But
can tell it's me.
overall, I feel like everybody has a strong team.
Do not disrespect
I love my
Myx
team.
Tita Baby. Anyway, we're
My
going
team
to...
were 2 out of the top 3 that I wanted, so I'm very happy with
Good.
that.
And with that being said, we're going to get out of here because this has been 2 hours. But we will be back shortly after the premiere on Wednesday of Season 3 of Drag Race Philippines. We'll be back shortly after to talk about the premiere of Drag Race Philippines Season 3. We're stupid excited. Let us know all your thoughts on the Instagram review down in the comments below. Share it with these queens because we want them to see this. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Thank you for joining us. Hit the description where you can find our audio podcast links, all of our YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, all of our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cut mug. Signatures not included. And with that, we are going to leave because it's been 2 hours and we're tired. Cheers!
Cheers. Boosh.
La, la, la.
Drag Race Philippines, Georgia,